What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to you the return of my Sustained Industry video series for the months of June and July. Now, for those of you guys who have been with the channel for a long time, you kind of know how this process works, but for those of you guys who are new to this channel, Sustained Industry is a segment of monthly videos I bring to the channel showcasing different anime, manga, and video game related pickups that I get over the course of each month towards the end of the month or the beginning of the new month. Pretty much showcasing the different things that I get, you know, whether it be anime, Blu-rays, and DVDs, whether it be manga volumes and illustration books, or video games, and kind of give you guys a bit of an insight into the things that I'm currently interested in, and at the same time kind of being like, you know, in a form of a recommendation for you guys. Now, it has been a while since the last time I came on here and actually did one of these videos, so just to kind of address it, because the last time I did one was back in March, and to be honest with you, I hadn't really bought things in April, really didn't buy anything in May as much, and I kind of did buy like a little bit of stuff going on in June, but there was kind of some stuff that was going on in the background. If you guys have been aware of, you know, stuff that's been going on in my IRL life, or IRL real life, it doesn't matter. But anyways, that kind of stuff got in the way a little bit, and I kind of decided I was going to wait at least until like the end of July to kind of come back on here and do like a double for June, July, because it kind of feels weird if I just do, you know, April, May, June, July, when the first 2 months I didn't really buy anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the pickups, and of course, let me know what you guys picked up over the last 4 months. You know, I would say for just June and July, but if you guys have picked up anything back in April and in May, let me know down in the comments below. But without further ado, let us jump into this video. Now, the first of the pickups that I did get, and technically, I don't know, you can say this is whether it's animation, anime, doesn't matter, but if you're an anime fan and you love this series and, you know, you haven't picked it up yet, I highly recommend getting it, man, on Blu-ray right here, man. Avatar: The Last Airbender, look at that right there on the sticker. First time on Blu-ray. This right here is just a gem of a series that I think if you are a fan of Avatar and you love it, you gotta own it, man. I picked this up, you know, the very second week of June. I think it came out, I believe, on the 8th, I could be correct on that one. But I know it came out over on Best Buy. They had an exclusive, like an early release for it. I decided to wait on Amazon for it. I got my hands on it, man. And look, I'm on the episode right now with the Lotus Coin without saying too much into it. If you guys know the greatness of the Lotus Coin, you know my man, Uncle Iroh greatness, man. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, amazing series. If you guys love cartoons, animated series, I highly, highly recommend getting into this. This is just an amazing series overall, and honestly, it's worth checking out. Especially if you have completed the series, you haven't checked out the comics as well, which are kind of like, you know, an extension past the TV show. I recommend it as well. But get into the greatness of Avatar. You got to do it. All right, so now that we got done with Avatar, let's get into the actual video games that I got. So the first one that I got right over here we have is Yakuza 0, the PlayStation Hits version of it. So this one I actually got for the retail price, which was, I believe, like $20 Canadian, and a very good deal, honestly. But I haven't started this yet, and I'm going to wait until I complete Yakuza 5, because right now I'm midway through Yakuza 3. I had finished 1 and 2 like way back, but I want to go in order at least from 1 all the way to 5, go to 0, and then eventually play Yakuza 6, which I know has been out for a while. I have a pre-order in already for Kiwami 2, and I think Yakuza 3 is coming out also in August, like for the PlayStation 4, but I'm not sure if that's just the Japan side or if that's also for North America. Let me know down in the comments. But I'm excited to get this. Granted, I know some people are not happy with the way, like the cases and stuff, you know, with the red marks and everything, but personally, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me as much as long as I get my hands on the game, as long as I get my hands on the greatness that is Kiryu. As long as I get my boy, man, Majima, I can't be upset, can I? Can I really be upset? As long as I got these two in my life, and then of course Nishiki, somewhere here in the background. No, he's not in the background, but anyways, Nishiki, gotta have all three of the greatness from Yakuza, and yeah, I definitely recommend getting into the Yakuza series as well. I love Kiwami. I was a big fan. Yakuza 2, I really love that game, man, with Ryo and stuff as the antagonist. Amazing stuff, man. Just get into Yakuza. You just gotta. Also, one of the other pickups that I did get as well, Shadow of the Colossus, which I haven't really played too much into it. I played like the first, like, what do you call it? The actual, like, the demons, like, Titan thingamabobs and stuff. Like, I beat one of those guys and stuff, and like, it is really fun. Like, don't get me wrong. The world of Shadow of the Colossus, like in terms of like the graphics and just like the open world concept, is just phenomenal. But it's one of those games where it's like you kind of have to figure out on your own, like basically where to go, where to hunt these guys and pretty much kill them and stuff. And not much I can really see on it. But if you guys have played Shadow of the Colossus, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this game. And you know, if anything, I might keep this for you know, a certain stream I might be doing in the future. Details soon. And the last of the games that I got, and right here we gotta show it, man. This is one I've been playing like crazy. Devil May Cry, the HD collection, which contains games 1 through 3 of the Devil May Cry series. this has been a lot of fun, okay? I can't believe it's taken me this long to get into the Devil May Cry series. Like, it's just amazing. Shout out to Dante, okay? You have the sword style, he's got the infrared gauntlets, like, this is my dude, man. Granted, like, I haven't, like, really experienced anything from Devil May Cry prior to getting this HD collection. I've heard about it for so long. My brother was a fan of the games, and I decided, you know, pick it up on the cheap. I think it was like 30 bucks when I got it. It's like $40, $50 on retail, but I got it for 30. Phenomenal stuff right here with the HD collection. I cannot wait to play 2 and play 3 once I'm done with 1. And yeah, man, really looking forward to my journey right now with the Devil May Cry series. Alright, so now that we're done with the video games, let us jump into the actual manga volumes that I did pick up. And we'll start off with one series near and dear to my heart, something I'm very happy to finally own. I know it's been out for a minute, and I finally was able to get my hands on it, man. The Fullmetal edition of Volume 1 of the greatness known as Fullmetal Alchemist. Look at my boy, yo. Edward Elric greatness. Top 3 protagonist all time for me, man. Just, he's that dude. It has like the little color page. I'm not going to show inside. But you guys would know from the very early portions of Fullmetal Alchemist, you know what part I'm referring to as a color page inside this actual hardcover edition. It's absolutely beautiful. The page texture and stuff, like when you're like moving the page and stuff, is like really well done. Just really great stuff, man. Viz went in with this one, man. I'm glad to actually get my hands on it. Fullmetal Alchemist is one of my all-time favorite series, and just to have like a piece of this, like the Brotherhood's my favorite anime of all time. The manga is top 5 for me, and granted, I need to do a reread of this series through the Viz and stuff, just to see kind of where it stacks up with my comparison to my love of Brotherhood. I know it's well, pretty much it's the true story. It is the true adaptation of the greatness of Fullmetal. So yeah, if you guys have never experienced Fullmetal, whether it be through the anime, through the 03 anime, the Brotherhood anime, or the manga, highly recommend it, man. Fullmetal Alchemist, Fullmetal GOAT. And speaking of pretty GOAT series that had just concluded, man, stuff that I can say now is completed that I'm happy to own. I have volumes 4 and I have volumes 5 of Tokyo Ghoul Re right there, my boy's shoe right there on the cover. And then, of course, the most recent volume that just came out right here, volume 5. Look at that, man. Yo, Kaneki, you see like Eto right there, man. Look, this cover, absolutely gorgeous. And I cannot wait to get my hands on the next volume because a certain favorite character of mine in my top 2 is going to be gracing the cover. But Tokyo Ghoul Re has just concluded not too long ago. I think it was just a few weeks ago it concluded. If you guys haven't seen, I did a live reaction to the final chapter. Granted, I haven't been consistent with covering Tokyo Ghoul, but I didn't want to have the same regret that I had with Toriko, where I wasn't able to get the chance to record a video on my final thoughts on it. But I was able to do that at the very least with Tokyo Ghoul. So definitely go and check it out if you haven't already. Of course, you know, the volumes will be coming out every 2 months over on Viz. And yeah, local bookstores, you know, whether it be Chapters Indigo here in Canada, or if you have a Books A Million, or I don't know what the other ones are called in America, but if you guys have one of those, definitely go and check it out and go experience the greatness that is Tokyo Ghoul. Alright, so the next stuff that I got on here, and of course, this came from a deal that I got over on Chapters Indigo, because at the time they had a little thing going on, which was like a 40% off deal for manga volumes, title from Viz, and I have been sleeping on getting a certain series that I've been wanting to get my hands on. More volumes 4. I've been holding off past volume 16, and I went and picked up a bunch of volumes, man. I'm talking about the greatness of Naoki Urasawa's 20th Century Boys. Right there, we got volume 17. That's not all. We got a few more volumes as well. We got volume 18 right over here. Then we have a little bit of inconsistent jump right after that, because we have volume 20 right over here. This is supposed to be one of the god tier covers, honestly. Like every time I think of 20th Century Boys, it's always this image. And I know who the dude is and stuff from what I've been reading. And then, of course, the last volume right here, the final volume of the original 20th Century Boys. Now, you've probably seen the volumes. You're asking, Laz, why haven't you gotten volume 19? Well, the thing is, I actually haven't gotten a chance to find a copy for volume 19 at that bookstore, because every time I went there, you know, whether it be online or whether it be in store, they're always out of stock of volume 19. I'm just asking, like, yo, just give me that. Give me 21st Century Boys 1 and 2, and we know we can get it. But unfortunately, every time I go there, you know, during deals and stuff, it's always sold out for whatever reason. And anytime the deals end up coming and going afterwards, I find that volume back for regular price, and I'm like, I'm not, well, look, $15, it may seem like nothing, but when you can get stuff on a deal, that's the best time to do that. So yeah, I decided to wait, you know, a little bit longer. Hopefully within the next month I can get more of the greatness of 20th Century Boys. I may end up doing a reread just because it's been so long since I kind of remember most of the events that took place in this manga, but I can say this right now. If you guys love Monster, if you guys enjoy Pluto, definitely go ahead and check out 20th Century Boys. So next up with the other volumes I did pick up during the 40% off sale for Viz, I had to get my hands on this, man. It's a series that's near and dear to my heart now. It's been so good. It had its recent arc just concluded in the manga. It's about to get into the next step of its greatness. I'm talking about The Promised Neverland right there, volume 4. Look at that, man. You got Emma, you got Ray, you got Norman on the corner, man. Listen, Promised Neverland is amazing. It is a great, great series. I honestly have high expectations now, you know, especially to where the story's about to enter right now at the moment. If you guys have never experienced The Promised Neverland, I highly recommend it. It's going to be a staple for Weekly Shonen Jump going forward in the future, man. You know, you have One Piece holding it down as the king, and then you have like the pillars, like, you know, My Hero Academia. You have stuff like, you know, Black Clover holding it down, Shogeki no Soma. But Promised Neverland right now, I'm telling you, is going to be a pillar for many years to come. And speaking of pillars of Weekly Shonen Jump, I also got my hands on volume 12 of My Hero Academia, and that is not all, because we also got our hands on volume 13 of My Hero Academia. Listen, My Hero's been killing it. If you guys have been following my my live reactions, my weekly experience on the channel when it comes to My Hero Academia, it has been crazy. Like, this is probably the most fire portion of the series that I've been reading since almost like I believe chapters 90 through 95 was probably the craziest time I remember being a fan of My Hero, and it literally, the recent chapters have been giving me the exact same emotion. Again, like I said with Promised Neverland, it is a pillar for the long term, and definitely I would say the number 2 just right behind One Piece when it comes to the current manga in Weekly Shonen Jump. So if you haven't experienced yet My Hero Academia, whether it be the manga, whether it be the anime, highly recommended, man. That My Hero greatness. And I feel really bad for saying this right now because I was talking about all the pillars, and there's one name I forgot. There's one name I forgot, and I bought a whole bunch of volumes, man, out of respect for the greatness that is that Haikyuu Hypu, man. Look at that, volume 23. I'm not sure if I've shown this volume in the last one, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. I know I showed volume 22, but there we go, volume 23. But that is not all. We also went ahead and picked up volumes 24. This cover just so good. Hinata, so good, man. We got volume 24, and then over here, which has one of my favorite chapters in all of Haikyuu, man. Volume 25, certain chapter, I'm not gonna say the number, man, but it has Kageyama, Hinata, just a really dope moment, man. The return of the flipping king. Haikyuu has been so good recently. The recent match a while back in the manga that concluded, and now it's getting into a portion of the manga which is going to be probably the most emotional that Haikyuu is probably gonna ever get. So honestly, if you're not gonna want to wait for the anime and you're thinking it's gonna be too long for another, you know, season to wait on for, and you want to go ahead and check out the manga, I highly recommend it. I'm currently doing live reactions for Haikyuu. If you want to be a part of that experience, it's the first time coming on here, definitely consider subscribing so that way you can be a part of the greatness of the weekly journey that is that Haikyuu Hypu. And the last of the pickups that I got my hands on this time around, we have volume 86 of One Piece, man. Look, it has all the stuff that's going on recently in the actual wedding, the wedding portions of Whole Cake Island right there, man. You see, like, you know, Sanji, Pudding, Luffy, Capone, Caesar, and all the rest of the Capone's crew, man. But look, what I'm so excited right now we're at One Piece. Okay, look, if you were to talk to me like a year ago, I wasn't sure like what I was feeling with One Piece when it came to the weekly experience of Whole Cake. Good arc. I don't think it's a great arc. I don't think it's an amazing arc, but again, I'm waiting until I get all the volumes for Whole Cake Island. That way I can actually go back and reread it once again through the Viz, through all the volumes. You know, a different experience from reading online through the, you know, the actual Weekly Shonen Jump issues, and just kind of go back and see, you know, whether my thoughts on Whole Cake Island would definitely change. So definitely, you know, if you follow my channel for One Piece, you already know I cover it weekly, you know, through live reactions, you know, I cover it through discussions, all that. But if you've never experienced One Piece, you are doing yourself a disservice as a fan of anime and manga. Go experience One Piece and come back here and tell me how much you love it. And the last thing that I picked up, and I actually did a video on this, so if you guys haven't seen that, there'll be a link to it at the end of this video. But I'm talking about the One Piece East Blue to Skypiea Color Walk Compendium, which I got my hands on around the same time as a lot of the other pickups that I did. And this thing right here, yo, collector's worthy, man. Like, it just has so many gold, like, color pages, color spreads from the very beginning of One Piece all the way up until, I believe, the middle end portions, just before a certain flashback in Skypiea. And I was kind of sad that, you know, they didn't have a certain other color page, color spread that was in here. But Regardless though, this thing is well worth owning. If you guys, of course, are collectors of One Piece merch and you don't have this in your collection, I highly, highly recommend getting it. Yes, it might seem a little steep, but honestly, it is worth it, man. Just having this in your collection, like, yo, man, One Piece greatness, bro. Look at my boy Zoro. Look at him. And that pretty much concludes all the pickups that I got over the course of June and July. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. And let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys pick up in the months of June and July? And of course, let me know down in the comments what you guys are planning to get for the month of August. So with that all being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully sometime in the end of August. If I don't see you by then, I'll see you guys probably sometime in the end of September and do a double then. So, Commodore Laz signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care.